Hi everyone, how are you all? Yeah, so in this video, we will move on to the third lesson about world around us. About world around us. Chapter 3, Rocks and Soil. Okay. Lesson number 3, Rocks and Soil. Here we have the big idea. Soil is an important natural resource which is necessary for all living things. So soil is very important. After this we will move on to the next, that is things to learn. For here in this lesson we will study 3 points. First one is formation of soil, second one is contents of soil, and third one is uses of soil. Let's go. Take an empty jam jar and add a handful of garden soil in it. Then add some water to it and close the lid of the jar. Shake it well and leave it undisturbed for at least 1 hour. Draw your observation in the space given below here. Okay. The question is, take out any one jar. Okay. So, and take handful of soil in it. Then add some water to it and close the lid and shake it. Leave it undisturbed for at least 1 hour. So what you will observe? So you have to draw the diagram of that one. Maybe what will happen after 1 hour, the whatever the soil is there, that will settle down. The above the soil we have water, but that is not clear, isn't it? Maybe you can do it, this activity, so that you can know what is going on in the let's go. Okay. Yeah, then we will move on to the lesson. First, formation of soil. First question is, what do we use soil for and how is this soil formed? What do you use soil for? So we are using the soil for building house and all, isn't it? And how is it soil formed? So that is with the rocks, isn't it? Here comes the formation of soil. So soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks. Soil is what? Formed by breakdown of rocks due to the strong effects of sunlight. So not only the sunlight, it may be from the water and also it may be from the wind. Big rocks break down into smaller pieces over a long period of time. So it takes a huge time, like 1,000 years, like that, because from the sunlight, from the water, from the wind, water is nothing but a rain, and from the wind also the big rocks will be break down into smaller pieces. So that's why that takes a longer or long period of time. Here the picture is step 1, big pieces of rocks to big rocks break down into smaller pieces of rocks. So here rain is coming and here sunlight is there, and we will get the wind also. From that big rocks to small rocks we will get. After that, what is there? These small pieces continue to break down further till they become fine particles, is called what? Soil. Soil is nothing but a what? Small pieces continue to break down further till they become fine particles. You can, if you touch the soil, we will get, that is like a fine particles. We will not get big rocks in the soil if we hold it on hand, isn't it? So that will break down into further as a fine particles. Next we have the breaking down of rocks into soil is a very slow process and takes thousands of years. So I told now it takes thousands of years. During this process, the remains of dead plants and animals also get mixed. So here only the big rocks into small rocks, it is okay. But in meanwhile, what will happen with the soil? What will happen? Dead plants and animals will be mixed, like humus. Dead plants means dead leaves and all, they will fall down, no? That will mix with the soil. Animals also, like insects and all, if they die, what will happen? That will also mix with the soil, get mixed with the small rock pieces, making the soil rich in nutrients and fertile. So as maybe you know that fertile is nothing but a what? If daily we are you doing the cooking and all, no, at the time we get a wet garbage, isn't it? So that wet garbage, if we dump that in the soil by digging the soil, if we kept that one and if we close the soil, at that time what will happen? After some 3 to 4 months, that will be compared to the now, that will be mixing with the soil. So that is very rich in nutrients. Okay, that's why we call it as a fertile soil. Here we have step 3, dead remains of plants and animals mix with small pieces of rocks. So here some crow is there and some insects will be, some insects are there, they are just mixing with the soil. Leaves, dead leaves are there. So after this step we will move on to the next step, that is step 4. Very fine particles of rocks form the soil. So very thin, very fine particles, they will only form the soil. At that time the plants will be grown nicely. So first step is big rocks to small rocks. Small rocks will mix with the dead plants and animals. Finally we get the fine particles, that is soil. Understood? Yeah, okay. Then we will continue the lesson. The color of soil depends on the rock present in a particular area. As we studied the formation of soil, but we have to study, or we have to think of the color of the soil, isn't it? So the color of soil, sorry, 1 minute. Yeah, the color of soil depends on the rocks present in a particular area. It may be compared to in our area, it is maybe black. In somewhere, maybe that is brown, that may be red. So like that will be there. According to the particular area, that will be changes the color of the soil. Soil can be brown, red, black, or yellow in color. So these all are having the colors of soil. Next question is, what is the color of the soil present in the garden of your school? So check it out and think of the soil color of your school garden. Okay, yeah, understood, no? So then first thing, formation of soil we just studied. Then we will move on to the contents of soil. Here the question arises here, how many of you have played with the garden soil? So we are also playing with that one. And you people also play in a garden, isn't it? What all different things could you observe in it? What all the things you will find out there? Yeah, fine particles will be there, and some small stones will be there, isn't it? If you hold, you will get all these kind of things, isn't it? Yeah, then what is going on in the contents of soil? Maybe the soil, what it contains. Here we have maybe, okay, then we will move on to that one. Soil consists of many things such as water, dead remains of plants and animals, and fine sand, clay, air, minerals, bacteria or microorganisms, and small pebbles also. So this soil is there, no? That is a mixture of what? Water will be there, dead remains of plants means dead plants will be there, dead animals will be there, fine sand, fine sand will be there, and clay will be there, and air will be present in the soil also, and minerals will be there, and also bacteria. At last we have small pebbles will be there. The topmost layer of soil is called topsoil. Topmost layer of the soil, we call it as a topsoil. This layer of soil is fertile one. So that is what? Fertile soil. Okay. It is very rich in nutrients. This is very rich in nutrients and improves the quality of the soil. So that's why you can observe the plants. They are at this layer only. Only the roots of the plants will be goes into the next layers of the soil. Okay, then here we have picture of layers of soil. First we have topsoil, second we have sand and clay, third we have small stones and pebbles, last we have bedrock. Before going to layers of soil, we will move on to the did you know here. Yeah, what they gave in did you know? Listen. The soil present on the banks of river is very fertile and rich in minerals and other nutrients also. Farmers use it to grow crops. So wherever the rivers will be there, no, near to that river we have what? Fertile soil, and that is rich in minerals also. That's why farmers used to grow crops in that particular areas. Okay, yeah, then we will move on to the points. We have 1 2 3 4 points are there here. First point, what it says, listen. The remains of dead plants and animals is called humus. Though what we studied, dead plants and animals, we call it as a humus. So that is what this layer here we will get. Okay, next we have humus holds the water in the soil and provides nutrients for the plants. So that will be gives the nutrients to the plant. It is what makes the soil fertile. So that is what makes the soil fertile. And next we have it is usually dark brown or black in color. I said no here. So here the humus will be there. After that we have this as a topsoil. Okay, so this topsoil is mixed with the humus also, because the dead plants and animals will be there here only. Okay, so that may be brown or black in color. So next point, we have clay consists of very fine pieces of rocks. So clay is there. Now what they are saying, clay consists of very fine pieces of rock. So here we have very fine pieces of, so you can see here dots. So that is very fine pieces of rocks. Okay, here we can't see the rocks, very rare here, okay, in the topsoil. Next we have third point, that is sand is the grainy part of the soil and consists of bigger rock particles. So sand is what? Grainy part of soil, and it consists of bigger rock particles also, okay. Next we have pebbles or small and smooth stones. Yeah, so topsoil we finished, sand and clay. So this consists of sharp, means fine pieces of rocks are there. Next we have small stone and pebbles. So pebbles are small and smooth stones also, okay. After that we will get the bedrocks. In the bedrock area, if we dig the soil, we will get big rocks like this, okay. This is what the layers of soil. Understood? You can see the picture. Yeah. Okay, then we will move on to the next, that is we have for growing a plant. The question is like this: for growing a plant, should you sow the seeds deep into the soil or on the topmost layer of the soil, and why? So for growing a plant, for example, your mother, she want to grow a plant in a garden, okay. What she will do? Should you sow the seeds deep into the soil? You can observe whenever your mother will do this, okay. So what will happen? They will not dig the soil deeply, so just they will open little things, means not more much, and or on the top layer of the soil. That will be always in the top layer of the soil only, topmost layer, because that is what? Fertile one. Understood? Yeah, then here we have one activity. What is there? We will see that one. Let us perform a simple activity, okay. They are saying simple activity. Materials required for this activity is glass beaker, handful of soil, water, and spoon. So we want these four materials: glass beaker, handful of soil, and water, and spoon, okay. What is the procedure? Listen here. Procedure: take the soil in the beaker and add water to it. So take soil in a beaker and add the water to it. Gently mix the soil with water using the glass rod. So, or you can take spoon also, okay. So handful of soil done, glass beaker done, water done, spoon done. So we are using all those. If we are mix the soil with the water, what will be happen? What do you see? So before starting the lesson, we studied about the let's go. In that also same activity, they said after some time, at that time, okay. So here what they are asking, what do you see? So the answer is mixture of soil is in light brown colored. After some time, what will happen? That will be settled down. Soil will be settled down, but the mixture of soil with the water will be light brown color, okay. Next we have time, please. In this they gave match the column. Yeah, soil is for what? Topmost layer of the earth, okay, not topmost layer of the soil, okay. They questioned here soil. Next we have fertile soil, means fertile soil. So that is the answer is helps plants to grow. So fertile soil will be always helps plants to grow. Breakdown of rocks. The answer is due to sunlight, water, and wind. What will happen? Breakdown of rocks will be, the steps will goes on. Next we have dead plants and animals. What will happen? That makes the soil fertile. Okay. After that we have moisture. Moisture is nothing but water trapped in soil. Yeah. By this we finished the match the following or match the columns by the time, please. Next last point we have what? Uses of soil. So by this we finish the formation of soil and contents of soil. So we studied how the soil will be formed. After that we studied what the soil contain, isn't it? So last, what is the use of it, we will see. Here, soil is very important for plants and animals. Let us learn about some of the uses of soil. Okay. So here we have the points. Plants grow in soil and give us fruits. Vegetables, not only fruits, vegetables, cereals and pulses also. So plants grow in soil that will give us fruits, vegetables and cereals and also pulses. Soil provide water, minerals and other nutrients to plants for their growth. How means, for example, for our body we are also required minerals, nutrients and water, isn't it? So for that what we will do? We will eat the food, we will drink the water, isn't it? Like that plants also required what? Water, minerals and other nutrients also. Okay. So these all they will get by the soil. So soil will be provides water, minerals and other nutrients to plants for their growth. So after eating and drinking water we are also growing, no? Like that the plants also grow. The roots of the plants absorb these from the soil. So the roots of the plants are there, no? They will absorb the all these kind of things from the soil. Farmers also add manure to the soil to make it fertile for plants and grow. Farmers are there, no? You can check there. The farmers always they will add the manure because some insects will be there whenever they are growing. Like us also. Means for us, if we eat more, what will happen? We will get sick, isn't it? If we not eat more also, we will get sick, isn't it? So the right amount of food we have to eat for our health, isn't it? So like that farmers also think of about the plants and they will add manure to the soil to make it fertile for plants to grow. If the soil is fertile one, what will be happen? The plants will be grow nicely, isn't it? Like that the farmers will think of. Next point, we have small animals such as beetles, ants, slugs, snails and earthworms live in the soil and breathe air present in soil. Some of these animals help to make the soil fertile. What will happen? Small animals such as beetles, ants, slugs, snails. So we know about these all insects. Means sorry, not insects, animals, small animals. So this earthworm is there, no? This will make the soil very fertile one. If because the earthworm will eat the soil, and if the soil will be eaten by the earthworm, that will leave the soil which is fertile one. Okay, so that's why they are saying small animals such as beetles, ants, slugs, snails and earthworms also live in the soil and breathe air present in the soil. So that's why we told in soil also we have air. Okay, some of these animals help to make the soil fertile. So some of these animals, not all, some of these animals, what will happen? They will be make the soil fertile. Like I told you, no, earthworm. Earthworm is the what? Small animal that will gives us fertile soil. Okay. Then here we have the plants grow in soil. This is what the plant will be. And here some small animals live in soil also. Like us, small animals small animals also want to be live, isn't it? So like us means we are staying in a home, isn't it? We are not at all living in outside of the veranda and all, isn't it? So like that, these ants, slugs, snails, they will also make the home in the soil. Okay, some soil animals live in soil, so they will be settled down in the soil only. They will make the homes in the soil only. Okay, again we have question over here. Can plants grow without soil? Have you think of it? For example, can can you grow without food? No, isn't it? Because without food, without water, we can't grow nicely and we can't live also. So like us, plants also, they want to grow with the soil and water, and also that requires sunlight and air, isn't it? So that's why the answer is no. They can't grow without the soil. Soil is also very important thing for them. Like us, food is very important for the growth of the body. They are also growing with the help of soil. Here we have soil is a precious gift of nature, isn't it? Yeah, of course. Without soil we can't also, we can't live. We should conserve it. Why? Because that is very important. If the soil is not there, even plants not, we can't, because the plants are only giving the food for us, isn't it? We are independent, not we are dependent for the food, isn't it? The food will become from plant. So if the plants will grow nicely means for them the soil will be very important, isn't it? So soil is a precious gift of nature. We should conserve it, isn't it? Yeah, we have to conserve it, because to grow the foods. More than 1/4 of the earth is land, because the earth is full of water only. Only the one part of the earth is land. Rest 3 part will be what? Water is there, and it is covered with the soil. So land is covered with the soil. Plants hold the soil together with their what? Plants hold the soil together with their roots and prevent the fertile topsoil from the being blown away by strong winds or water. For example, if suddenly we get the wind, like storm, gale, like that, what will happen? So our body will shake according to our weight. It holds some time, but we can't every time, isn't it? So like that, these plants are very small. How they will hold? They will hold the soil with their roots. That's why only the whenever we are getting rain, no, at that time we can see only shaking of, means movement of leaf will be there, not whole plant, isn't it? If they can't hold the storm or gale, at that time they will fall, isn't it? Have you observed that one? Yeah. So like that, what will happen? Plants hold the soil together with their roots. So they will hold the soil with their roots and prevent the fertile topsoil. That will prevent the fertile topsoil from being blown away by strong winds. So strong wind means storm, gale, like that. Okay. So or water also. If the rain is heavy, at that time also they will hold the soil with their roots, isn't it? Therefore we should grow more plants to protect the soil. So that's why if more wind will be there or more rain will be there, we can't go and collect the soil from one place to another place, isn't it? So this has to be done by the plants. That's why we have to grow the plants and we have to conserve the soil. Okay, therefore we should grow more plants to protect the soil. That's why we have to do that one. This is very, very important. Yeah, then by this we finish the lesson. In this lesson we studied 3 points. First point is formation of soil. Second point we studied about the contents of soil, and third point we studied about the uses of soil. Yeah, I think all you understood the teaching. If you understood, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Okay, thank you so much. Just make a use of it. Thank you everyone. Thank you.